And welcome back, everybody, to Cobleskill-Richmondville High School. Keith Harrington along with the call of this big Class C West matchup here with first place on the line, the number one seed in Class C West for the Class C sectionals on the line. We've got a good one going here as we get ready to start the third quarter. It is Fonda-Fultonville 7, Cobleskill-Richmondville 6. A 29-yard touchdown pass from Caden Srnauskas for Cobleskill-Richmondville to Eli Barr. The extra point kick was blocked, and an 11-yard touchdown pass for Fonda-Fultonville from Braden Wassink to Henry Sweet. The extra point kick was good, and that's where we're at now as we get ready to start the third quarter. On the scoreboard out of town, it is Hoosick Falls 13, Granville Whitehall 8. That game is at halftime in Hoosick Falls. Hoosick Falls Tamarack leading 13-8 over Granville Whitehall. That game at the half. 20-yard lines where this kick's going to be taken. On the return, it's going to be Ohout. Ohout's got room. He's across the 50, 45-40 down the right sideline. One man to beat. And they are not going to get him. He's going to go the distance for the touchdown. That's Matt Oathout. And he is going to run the opening kickoff of the second half, 80 yards. And it is Fonda-Fultonville now up 13-6. And what a return by Oathout. Once he got through that first line and he turned on the Jets, he had one man to beat. So it's an 80-yard run from Oathout on the kickoff here in the third. And now the extra point try coming up here for Sam Huckins. And Huckins with the kick. And it is up, and it is good. So 11:46 to go here in the third quarter, and an 80-yard kickoff return to start the second half for Fonda-Fultonville by Matt Oathout. And that makes our score after the extra point kick now Fonda-Fultonville 14 and Cobleskill-Richmondville 6. This is our Friday night game of the week on MYVT Media Sports, brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. A family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That is Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville. They're sponsors of our Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, where we broadcast each and every game from here on MYVT Media Sports. The game also brought to you by Kelly Farm and Garden, proud to support youth sports in their community. Kelly Farm and Garden, where customers are treated like part of our family tree. Kelly Farm and Garden, our sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game Award. And Mr. Oathout just put himself in that category with an 80-yard kick return to ignite Fonda-Fultonville. And Huckins had it on the tee, and now it's off the tee. So Huckins will have the official come in. They'll put it back on the tee. Oh, but they kick it. Eli Barr is back, along with Cam Jackson, I believe, or is it? It possibly could be. Looks like it might be Isaiah Butcher back there as the other return man. And it's going to be taken and up across the 30 to the 35. And on the return, that was Cam Jackson. So is Jackson back there along with Butcher. And pretty good field position to start things out. Now, the good thing, a couple of good things here for Cobleskill-Richmondville. First of all, you're still only down one score. And second of all, it happened so fast, only 17 seconds are gone off the clock for the second half. So still plenty of time up there for the Bulldogs. They'll keep it on the ground. And the handoff to Chase Henry, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage and shoved backwards. And they're going to lose about 4 yards on the play. It's going to be second down and 14. Football back at the 35-yard line, nose of it right on the 35. But a big play there as the Fonda-Fultonville defense was like running into a brick wall there. It was number 69, Ashton Corona, that was on the play. So second and 14, back to pass. Karnauskas, and he gets it out in the flat. Some room down the right sideline. Good pickup across midfield into Fonda-Fultonville territory. And that is going to be Landon Holzlander. So a nice positive play after a negative yardage play for the Bulldogs. And they've got the ball down at the 45-yard line. So they picked up 20 on the play. It's going to be first down and 10 at the Fonda-Fultonville 45-yard line. Barr goes out wide to the left side. Looks like Butcher's in the slot over there. Cernauskas out of the shotgun, throws, and he's got Barr. Barr breaks a tackle, dives, and he's close to the first down marker. So Caden Cernauskas with a nice pass out there for Barr, and they are close to the first down. Looks like they're going to say it is a first down. Head referee is telling them to move the chains down the field. So the Bulldogs look like they made some nice adjustments in the locker room. And although the second half didn't start the way they wanted with the 80-yard touchdown run from Oathout, the Bulldogs moving the ball well here on this first possession for them of the third quarter. They got a receiver out to the right side here. Another one lined up in the slot. They're going to hand it off to Henry. Henry with a little stutter step, waited for the hole to develop, and ends up getting across the 35-yard line up to about the 31. So picked up about 4, I think, on the play, maybe 5. Looks like 5. It's going to be second down and 5 coming up here for the Bulldogs. So a nice job there by the sophomore, Chase Henry. He took some time, hesitated, waited for the blocking to develop, waited for the hole to open, and then able to pick up 5 yards on the play. So second down and 5. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right on this near side. It looks like that is Barr. Cernauskas back to pass, throws underneath, got a man, it's complete. And it looks like on the catch was Landon Holzlander. And it's enough for another first down inside the 25-yard line. So first down and 10, the Bulldogs have gone to the quick drop. Get rid of the ball quickly for Cernauskas. And it's being very successful here. First down and 10 at the Fonda-Fultonville 23-yard line. High snap. Here is Henry. And Henry's going to barrel his way down inside the 20. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards on the play. It'll be about second, maybe 5. Looks like 4. Second down and 6. Just inside the 20-yard line. So the Bulldogs trying to answer here. 8:15 to go. They at the half here in the third quarter. The opening kickoff run back by Fonda-Fultonville by Matt Oathout. But now the Bulldogs trying to respond here. They've got second down and 6 at the 19-yard line. High snap. And doing the wise thing is Caden Cernauskas just going back and getting on top of it. And even though it's not what you wanted to happen, they maintained possession of the football because of the smart play there by Cernauskas as he went back and pounced on it and saved what could have been disaster. So they put the football down at about the 32-yard line. They've got to get almost to the 10. So they'll bring out Barr to the right side. Cernauskas is going to roll that way. He's looking. Butcher trying to go deep. He's looking for Butcher. There's contact. They got their feet tangled up, but no flag. Looks like it maybe was uncatchable and out of bounds anyway. So it's going to be 4th down now and about 20 from the 32-yard line. But the fact that the ball was overthrown and that they were close to the sideline and probably couldn't come down with it inbounds anyway negates any thoughts of pass interference there. 7 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. 14-6 Valley Hawks. And we've got 4th and about 20 coming up here. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. And once again, Cernauskas out of the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He's looking. He's got plenty of time. Now it breaks down. Now he's got to throw just to get rid of it. It's going to be incomplete over on the far sideline. So Fonda-Fultonville doing exactly what they wanted to do here to start the third quarter. They run back the opening kickoff to increase their lead, and then they get a stop on the first Cobleskill-Richmondville possession. And now they get to go back on offense. So things working out according to plan right now for the Valley Hawks. So they're going to take over at their own 32-yard line. Rose comes out here, is actually trips on the left side. Rose, Sweet, and Oathout. Pickering in the backfield with Wasink. Wasink out of the shotgun. We did see him go under center for one drive. He'll hand off here to Pickering. Pickering with room across the 35, across the 40. Picked up about 8 yards, it looks like, on the play. It'll be 2nd down and short coming up for Fonda-Fultonville. We'll try to get an update on that Granville-Whitehall-Hoosick Falls game when we get the opportunity. It was 13-8 at the half in favor of the Wildcats. Another big game going on in Class C tonight over in the Eastern Division. 2nd and short here for the Valley Hawks. They'll keep it on the ground for Pickering. Pickering got up to the line of scrimmage. They had a chance to get him in the backfield, but did not. He's up close to the first down marker. It looks like a yard short. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard from the 41-yard line. We go under the halfway point here of the third quarter. 8-point lead for Fonda-Fultonville. Wasink takes a snap, hands to Pickering. I don't think that was a secret to anybody on that 3rd and short play. And he bangs his way across the 45 to about the 47 or 48-yard line. Looks like about the 48. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for Fonda-Fultonville. And this is key here, is every time that they get a new set of downs, it's taking time off the clock that the Bulldogs won't have time for, many possessions here in this second half. And if they can extend it to a 2-score game, that's going to make it even more difficult with these long, time-consuming drives. Here's Pickering, started inside, tried to pop outside. Well strung out there by the Bulldog defense on that play. Not much of a gain, if any. Very well played by the defense of the Bulldogs. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Football at the 48-yard line of the Valley Hawks. They lead 14-6. They'll send 2 receivers to this side of the field, 1 to the right. Pickering in the backfield with Wasink. He'll go back to pass. He will throw for Rose, and they're going to say it's incomplete. Rose, 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. So a big defensive play coming up here for Cobleskill-Richmondville. The ball at the 48-yard line of Fonda-Fultonville. 3rd down and 10. 4:34 to go third quarter, 14-6. Valley Hawks, they've got trips on the left side this time. Pickering in the backfield with Wasink. Wasink fakes to Pickering, goes back to pass, has pressure, throws down the middle, and throws too high. The intended receiver was Henry Sweet. It's going to be incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. And Fonda-Fultonville will have to punt it away. So a nice stop there by the Bulldogs. 4:29 to go third quarter. They're going to get the football back here, down 8. So a big stop there. So here's the punt. Heavy pressure, almost blocked. May have gotten a piece of it. And here's the return for Barr. Barr 30-35 and brought down there. And it was Sweet on the tackle. So it's going to be first down for the Bulldogs. They'll start at their own 35-yard line. So down 8. See if they can put together a drive here. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's just a matter of cashing it in with points and sustaining the drive and finishing the drive. They'll fake the handoff here. Slant over the middle. Oh, he was wide open. Just couldn't haul it in. Eli Barr just had to come out of the hands. And he was gone if he's able to hold on to that one. And it was fired in there nicely by Cernauskas. But it's going to be third down and 4 coming up here from the 41-yard line. And we were talking up here, everybody's been talking up here in the booth. It's a 14-6 game. They've had what should be potentially 3 touchdown passes in this ball game that didn't connect. They'll keep it on the ground. Chase Henry on the carry. Not much there. Got about a yard on the play. It's going to be 4th and 3. And we'll see if they're going to go for it here, but it looks like Cernauskas is coming to the sideline. It would be a very risky gamble to go for it in that situation. So going back to receive is, I believe, Henry Sweet, standing at about the 30-yard line. We approach 3 minutes to go. We're at 3 minutes to go now. High snap. Barr had to go up and get it, but it ended up being a good kick away from it, I should say. Not like in the first quarter where he should have gotten away from it and did not. And fortunately for Fonda-Fultonville, Cobleskill-Richmondville not able to score on that possession. And the football is going to be at the 21-yard line, first down and 10 for the Valley Hawks. 2:47 to go, third quarter here at Cobleskill-Richmondville. It's 14-6. The Valley Hawks with the lead. Both teams unbeaten, 6-0 on the season, and the number 1 seed in Class C West on the line. Sweet will go out to the right side. Looks like Rose here in the left side. Oathout slot right. Out of the shotgun, Wasink. Hands off to Pickering, and they've got him behind the line that gives up on a run. He just keeps working. You know, I'm sure there's other players that people can think of, but I go back to, kind of aging myself here, but the great 49er, Roger Craig. The one thing you always heard announcers say is the legs keep turning. I remember hearing John Madden say Roger Craig keeps the legs turning, and he's kind of a Roger Craig type runner. Here's a toss to the right. They got a chance to get in behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks free down the right sidelines. Got 10, got the first down. Barrels his way across the 35. So Pickering with another big run. And it's going to be first down and 10. 2:02 to go, third quarter. Clock running. 14-6. Fonda-Fultonville. They ran the opening kickoff back of the third quarter. Matt Oathout from 80 yards out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wasink out of the shotgun. Calls the signals, takes the snap. Hands for Pickering. And again, they've got him at or behind the line of scrimmage, but he's just able to always find a way to pick up positive yardage. We talk about Roger Craig. I guess the guy you'd maybe compare him to currently that everybody's talking about like that is Cam Scattaboo for the Giants. Hit him behind the line of scrimmage. He's got 5 yards before and block. Now, we haven't had to see Pickering block because He carries the ball on a very high percentage of the plays, but Scadaboo will take a defensive lineman or a linebacker and put him 10 yards downfield. Pick up a 3 on the play, second down, and we'll call it 2. We'll call it second down and 8 at the 37 here. Wasink once again for Pickering, and he bangs and stumbles and just keeps his balance and gets up to the 45-yard line and another first down. They're not doing anything fancy here. It's just line up, block man on man, and give it to number 9. That's pretty much the strategy here. And he'll take a run that should have been a 2-yard loss and turn it into a 5 or 6-yard gain, just with power and strength. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line of the Valley Hawks. Toss sweep to the right side. And once again, it's Pickering. And he gets up to about the 48-yard line, it looks like. Picked up 3. It'll be second down at about 7, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 3 quarters of play in the books here at Cobleskill-Richmondville High School. Is a very brisk third quarter of action. At the end of 3, our score, Fonda-Fultonville 14, Cobleskill-Richmondville 6. And this is our Friday night game of the week on Nivett Media Sports, brought to you by Ravenna Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save, your hometown grocery store where community comes first. You can always count on Ravenna Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save to support your community's youth, both on and off the field. Stop in today and experience service with heart. Ravenna Shop and Save in Ravenna and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save in Scotticoke. Also by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations, and snow removal in Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management of Granville. And it's looking like, the guys over in the radio booth next door were saying we might see you back here in a few weeks for a playoff game. Well, if Granville Whitehall should lose to Hoosick Valley, to Hoosick Falls Tamarack, and this score stays the way it is, it will be Granville Whitehall right here in a couple of weeks, because that would make the Bulldogs the 2 seed in the West and Granville Whitehall the 3rd seed in the East, potentially. And, they could end up meeting right here. But the Bulldogs aren't ready to concede that right now, and I'm sure over at that other game, Granville Whitehall's not either. Still plenty of time in this one as we start the fourth quarter.
We only have the halftime.
No update.
Seen any reports from the grounds?
So it's still 13-8 as far as we know in Hoosick Falls. Hoosick Falls Tamarack over Granville Whitehall. Here it's 14-6 Fonda-Fultonville. And a blitz coming, and they've got Wasink, and he goes down. And coming on the blitz originally was Butcher, and then Colin York also there. So that's going to be a big loss of yardage. It's going to be 3rd and long here, back across the 40 to the 38-yard line. They've got to get to the 45. So big 3rd down play for the Bulldog defense coming up here. And they're going to throw it out on the flat for a little bit of a screen pass. And that is Oathout. And Oathout gets it down the left sideline across midfield, or to about midfield, close enough where Fonda-Fultonville may decide to go for it here on 4th down. So it's going to be 4th and close to 5. From right about midfield, just across midfield, the 49-yard line. Looks like Fonda-Fultonville will kick it away, which is the wise decision. But, you got across, midfield with that play. You might have been at least teasing the idea. And good pressure up the middle. They almost got that one. Butcher is going to let it roll. It's going to go out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. Looks like about the 18. 10:34 to go in the ball game, 14-6. And Cobleskill-Richmondville needs a drive. They need a score and a 2-point conversion here. The Bulldogs have moved the ball at times pretty well between the 20s, but have had drives stalled out as that Fonda-Fultonville defense has kind of been bend but don't break here at times.
Shifted again.
And at the end of the third quarter over at Hoosick Falls, it's Hoosick Falls Tamarack 20, Granville Whitehall 16. So they've got a good one going in a big game over in Class C East. And here the Bulldogs will keep it on the ground. And that looks like it was Chase Henry once again. And it was stopped immediately. Lost a yard even, looks like. Second, about 11 coming up here for the Bulldogs. From back at the 17-yard line, their own 17. So they'll send out, it looks like Cam Jackson over to the right side. Butcher's here on the left. Srnauskas will work out of the shotgun. Butcher goes in motion. And they'll keep it on the ground running against the motion. And again, it's Henry. And he's across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 7 coming up for the Bulldogs. Maybe 6. Looks like about 6. So big play coming up here in the ball game, as they've got a 3rd and 6 here from the 22-yard line. And they need a first down to keep this drive going here with 9 minutes to go, down 8 points. So Srnauskas will work out of the shotgun. Back to pass, throws, and complete right at about the marker. It's going to depend on the spot of forward progress. And looks like he got knocked back, but they're going to give him the forward progress and the first down. And on the catch, that was Cam Jackson. So a nice rocket of a pass there by Srnauskas. Jackson with the catch, just what the Bulldogs needed. So first down and 10 at the 30-yard line, 8:33 to go, 14-6. Fonda-Fultonville. Eli Barr comes out to the left side. Butcher's in the slot. Shotgun for Srnauskas. And he's going to run it himself this time. He's got running room. And it's going to close up in a hurry, but he's going to be yanked down at about the 37-yard line, but had some good running room at first. Just about to the 40, to the 37, I should say. Picked up about 6 yards, second down and 4 or so coming up. The Bulldogs looking to put together a drive here midway through this fourth quarter. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And the way this quarter has been moving along with long drives, they're not going to get many opportunities here. They got to cash it in. On second down, they'll keep it on the ground, straight ahead, up to about the 40. And it's going to be, it looks like Henry on the carry. So Chase Henry gets it up to the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40. It's going to be third and 1 coming up. They have 4th over on the marker over there. That's why I was concerned. But I'm sure it's third down. It says 4th over across the field. I thought it was 3rd. And here's the handoff and a loss of yardage on the play. No, it was definitely third down. They had it wrong on the marker, I believe. The crowd's yelling it was third down. We thought it was third down. The radio guys next door thought it was third down. Everybody here thought it was third down. The crowd's yelling it was third down. We had third down on the board.
Did I miss a pass? No.
I don't know. The radio booth next door was saying third down as well. You can hear them here through the wall. They're going to keep it on the ground, and they'll run it up to the 35-yard line. So it's going to be a 2-yard pickup on the play by Pickering. It's going to be second down and 8. 6:20 to go. The football up at about the 35-yard line, just across the 35. Bulldogs need a big stop right here. And timeout's going to be called by Fonda-Fultonville. 6:02 to go in the ball game. And it's Fonda-Fultonville 14, Cobleskill-Richmondville 6. With the timeout on the field, this is our Friday night game of the week on MYVT Media Sports. Let's go to our sponsors here. Game day or any day, dinner is solved at Indulge Pizza. Your place for pizza, wings, subs, salads, and so much more. Something for everyone. Dine in, take out, or get delivery with DoorDash. Call 518-345-5300. Open Thursday through Monday. Find us online or on Facebook for more details. That's Indulge Pizza of Granville. Also by Lake Champlain Coal Company, your local fuel supplier. Fuel oil, propane, kerosene at the pump, making warm friends for 5 generations. That's Lake Champlain Coal Company. And don't forget, coming up after the game, we'll be announcing our player of the game, brought to you by Kelly Farm and Garden. Glad to have them on board with us for the first time this year. Sponsored our 1st and 10 show the other day. And now with us for the game tonight and for our player of the game award, yet to be determined. Second down and about 9 here, call it 8. And they're going to keep it on the ground for Pickering. No big surprise there. Flags down in the neighborhood of holding. And that's exactly what it's going to be. So that's going to cost Fonda-Fultonville 10 yards. Helpful to the Bulldog effort. So holding on the Valley Hawks. This is pretty much your ball game right here. They need to get a stop, and then they've got to go down and get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So it's going to be 2nd and 18 for the Valley Hawks from the 44-yard line. Rose goes out wide to the left side. Tight formation on this side. Wassink takes the snap, hands off. Pickering goes right at the strong side and gets up over the 40 before he's knocked out of bounds here on the near sideline. Landon Holzlander was there. Also, Landon and Logan both there, actually, on that play. There's a Holzlander family gathering over here on Colin Pickering. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up here. They'll send a receiver out wide to the left side. That is Michael Jacobs. They'll keep it on the ground for Pickering. Pickering looking for space. They're going to pile him up across the 35. So it's going to be 4th down. Clock down to 4:25 to go in the football game. 14-6. Fonda-Fultonville. And it is 4th and about 6 right here. At this point, display of the ball game, 4th and 6 at the 32-yard line. Fonda-Fultonville gets a first down here. They've got more time to run clock. Bulldogs need a stop down 8 points to get the ball back and try to go down and get a score and a 2-point conversion to tie the football game here. So this is a very, very big play. They're using every bit of the play clock here.
Only get a 5-yard penalty.
And they're going to take a timeout right before the play clock winds down. So we'll keep it right here. Instead of reading our sponsors here, last we knew was 20-16, Hoosick Falls Tamarack over Granville Whitehall in a big game over in Class C East Division. The winner of that likely the 2 seed and will get a home game. And the loser of that will be fighting for their playoff lives next week. I know Granville Whitehall will be back at home at Sam Eppolito Field in Granville. We'll have that game as that'll be against Waterville Heatley. Should they not win tonight. But we'll see. It was still 20-16 games. So it was still this game will be the number 1 seed in Class C West. Loser of this game would be the number 2 seed. Not here. If Granville gets a 3rd seed and Cobleskill-Richmondville gets the 2, yeah, that's exactly what we would have in the opening round. So 4th down and 6 here for Fonda-Fultonville. 3:44 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs need a stop. Back to pass is Wasink, and it falls short of the intended receiver. So the Bulldogs are going to take over on downs. The intended receiver over there was number 5. That is Cohen Rose. So the Bulldogs are going to take over at their own 32-yard line with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to work with. And obviously down. Hoslander's lined up here on the wing. They go to throw. They're going to go deep. They've got a man out there. It's caught at the 45 to the 40 to the 38-yard line. And that is Landon Hoslander on the big connection from Cernauskas. And the Bulldogs are in business. In one play, they're into Fonda-Fultonville territory. Very well designed play as they also had on the left side as well. And actually, it was the tight end. Hantho, and they did a little crisscross, and it allowed Hoslander to, the defense got confused and allowed Hoslander to get behind the defense. Back to pass again. They throw out in the flats, incomplete. Looks like they were trying to get it to Chase Henry out of the backfield there, and they threw too high. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. So 3 minutes to go in the football game. Barr to the left side. Butcher is in the slot. Cernauskas to pass. Goes a little miscommunication there, I think, between Eli Barr and Caden Cernauskas. As Cernauskas thought he was going to go to the corner, and Barr went to the post. It was supposed to be the post corner or the corner post, and they just weren't on the same page. A little miscommunication there. So 3rd down and 10, 2:54 to go in the ball game. They'll fake the handoff, rolling out. Cernauskas throws and incomplete. And the intended receiver was Micah Hantho, the tight end. So clock stopped again with 2:49 to go. And as I said, everything right now is 4-down territory. So it's 4th down and 10. And remember a few minutes ago when I said this is the biggest play? Well, erase that. This is now the biggest play. The play before that I said was the biggest play is no longer the biggest play. 4th down and 10 right here. Football at the 39-yard line of Fonda-Fultonville. Way out to the left side here is Barr. They'll throw out to Barr looking to get a block. It's going to be kind of a hook and lateral type play, and it's going to be stuffed by Fonda-Fultonville. Is there was number 5, Cohen Rose, and number 7, Matt Oathout. And with 2:41 to go, it's going to be Fonda-Fultonville football. So nice idea in that situation, going with a little trick play, a little razzle-dazzle. But Fonda-Fultonville was ready for it. Rose and Oathouse. So 2:41 to go. It'll take a first down to be able to run out the clock for Fonda-Fultonville. Rose goes to the left side. Tight formation other than that. The handoff to Pickering. Pickering to the 40. Brought down at about the 42. Cam Jackson was there for Cobleskill-Richmondville. Also Colin York in on the play. Picked up about 3. It's second down and 7. So a stoppage of play, a referee, an official timeout down on the field for a player maybe shaken up a little bit, who they had to get off the field. So second down and 7. Clock started back up, 2:15 to go. Cobleskill-Richmondville needing a stop and to get it back and get one more crack at it, but a first down will put it away for Fonda-Fultonville, barring a turnover. Wasink calls the signals, takes the snap, hands off to Pickering, and they had that covered well, and they'll take a timeout. Coming up to make the first hit was Faulkner for Cobleskill-Richmondville. And so a timeout on the field. Don't forget, coming up after the game, we'll have the Kelly Farm and Garden Player of the Game, brought to you by Kelly Farm and Garden. And we're trying to get an update. Eric right now is trying to get an update on Granville Whitehall. Last we knew, it was 20-16. Granville Whitehall trailing Hoosick Falls Tamarack, and a very big game for them. They would get the 2 seed in a home game, likely anyway, should they win. If not, they need to beat Waterville Heatley to get in the playoffs, pretty much, or at least to guarantee themselves being in. 8 teams getting in the playoffs out of 11 in Class C East. So your odds are pretty good, because there's a couple teams that have not had a win yet. Well, one being Mechanicville, for example. They haven't won a game. So, you know, as I said, with 11 teams in it, eight get in. So your odds are pretty good, but we'll see how that game comes out. Right now here, though, third down and 6, Wasink to Pickering, and they've got him behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to go down for a big loss of yardage back at about the 40-yard line. And it's going to be fourth down in the Bulldog. What a change of momentum here in this ball game. And one of the guys that might have gotten in there is Faulkner, number 7. He's the one that came on that blitz a bit ago. And it's going to be first down and 10 Bulldogs. Looks like at about the 16-yard line. Ball way over on the right hash. So 1:34 to go in the ball game. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. First down and 10 at the 60. Out of the gun, Cernovskis. And the play is blown dead. Offsides against Fonda-Fultonville. That's going to be a free 5 yards for the Bulldogs, and that's going to bring up first down and 5. So now it's going to be 1st down and 5 from the 11 with 1:32 to go here in this ball game. Cernoskis will work out of the shotgun. Butcher's out on the right side. Cam Jackson slot on the left. And they're going to throw underneath. It's caught by, I believe is it Barr on the catch? Trying to see if it's 5 or 6 down there. It is Eli Barr. They both were on the same side, and they both ran slants. But it's down to the 3-yard line, 1st down and goal. Barr goes out wide to the right side. Butcher is in the backfield. It's a direct snap to Butcher on the right side. And he's driven back, did not get to the goal line. Clock still running, a minute to play. And it's down to about the, 1-yard line? No gain, so still on the 3. And here's Butcher. Butcher trying to get the pylon. He dives. And touchdown, Bulldogs. 3-yard touchdown run on the direct snap to Isaiah Butcher.
That would be my opinion.
And unsportsmanlike on Fonda-Fultonville. So a flag right at the end of the play, and it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Fonda-Fultonville. So it is now 14-12, and that's going to help on this 2-point conversion because it's half the distance to the goal line on the unsportsmanlike. So it's 14-12. Still got some discussion going on down here. All kinds of hands flying around there by the head referee. It's unsportsmanlike conduct against Fonda-Fultonville. There's the half the distance marked off. So it's 14-12, 40 seconds to go. It was Isaiah Butcher on the direct snap on the touchdown run. And so the 2-point conversion here to tie the ball game. Otherwise, we go to an onside kick situation. And I was correct that they did have a timeout left, and they're going to use it right here. So the Bulldogs will discuss it here. 40 seconds left on the clock. They've come up with the big defensive plays. So see what they're discussing down there in that huddle to come up with for a 2-point play. I'm sure they have a lot in their arsenal. It's a matter of what they think is going to work. The last couple of plays, they've moved Isaiah Butcher. They've direct snapped to Isaiah Butcher, the running back or / wide receiver. He does a lot of things, to be honest with you, for this Bulldog team. So here they come, and again, they've got Butcher lined up as the quarterback. They've direct snapped it the last couple times. Here's Butcher, right side, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The last couple of plays, they've gone with Butcher and snapped it to him. And it was successful in getting the touchdown and now successful in getting the 2-point conversion. So we are tied 14-14 with 40 seconds to go here at Cobleskill-Richmondville High. However, let's go back to the start of the third quarter. Nobody from Cobleskill-Richmondville is going to want me to bring this up, but the third quarter started out with Fonda-Fultonville's Matt Oathout going 80 yards to the house on the kickoff to open the third quarter. So we'll see how they decide to play it with the kick. The one thing they do not want here is to have another kick return, right? They want to keep the ball away from Oathout back there. And he is the guy that's dropping back. So actually, maybe it is Pickering, they said, that dropped back, not Oathout. So that's interesting. Or maybe Pickering and Oathout back there. Yes, they've got two guys back. So Eli Barr will do the kicking here. And one thing about Pickering, he doesn't have, I say the breakaway speed. I don't think that Oathout had. He's got the power. He may drag the entire team down the field, but doesn't have the breakaway speed. I don't think that we saw from Oathout. And they are going to kick it short, and it's going to be taken by one of the up men. And everybody just about on the field, 22 guys piled up around the 48-yard line. So there's upside and downside, I guess you could say, to the short line drive kick, keeping it away from Pickering and especially Oathout. But you give them a short field to work with, but they've only got 33 seconds. So we'll see. Yeah, that's the question, is do they have timeouts? So they'll put the ball down at the 48-yard line of Fonda-Fultonville. We're tied at 14, 33 seconds to play. Bulldogs need a big stop here, and then we go to overtime. And this crowd is rocking. The bleachers are shaking. Back to pass. Wasik throws. It's complete, but well covered by the Bulldog defense. Short gain on the play. And a timeout on the play. No, not a timeout on the play. So 29.1 to play. The officials are going to get together and conference maybe. Right, they start the clock up. Wasik back to pass. He's got time. He throws. It's complete at the 40-yard line over on the sideline. And on the catch, that is Henry Sweet. So it's a first down at the 40-yard line, 19.1 to go. So it's going to be a first down. Bleachers are clanking. The place is rocking, no doubt about it. Wasik back to pass. He's got pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws. He's got a man on the sideline. Caught and stepping out of bounds. And that is Rose on the catch over there, I believe, for Fonda-Fultonville. 12.6 to go. They're at the 30-yard line. And again, the bleachers are starting to rock. Rose goes out to the left side. Sweet wide right. Oathout is in the slot. Wasik to pass. Blitz coming. Screen pass. And the Bulldogs on it. And it looks like that they keep him in bounds. They had a timeout still to use with 4.4 to go. So 4.4 seconds left. Tied at 14. And the ball at about the 25-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 27. No, right on the 25. Now they get it set down there. Still trying to, Eric's over here working diligently, trying to get an update on the Granville Whitehall versus. Oh, we've got a final.
22-20 Granville Whitehall.
Granville Whitehall has defeated Hoosick Falls Tamarack 22-20. So they now are in position to be the 2 seed and play at home in the first round of the playoffs. What a win. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Gibo and GW. They win it 22-20. 20. They trailed the entire game and then came from behind to win it. It looks like, because last we knew it was 20-16, right, Eric, going to the fourth quarter. So Granville Whitehall has won it, and they'll play Waterville Heatley next week, and they're in position now to be the number 2 seed out of the Class C East Division and play at home in the opening round of the playoffs for the second year in a row. So congratulations to them. Meanwhile, here we've got 4.4 seconds to go. Could be the last play of regulation time. Wasink back to pass, throws down the middle, and it's intercepted. And a touchback in the end zone. And that is the end of regulation. It was Eli Barr with the pick, number 6. And we're tied at 14 going to overtime. We're all having a debate up here in the booth about the overtime rules. Well, I know one thing. It is not like the NFL where you have full possessions, where you have both teams get a possession. And
It's like the old fashioned doing the NFL, which means it's probably going to be.
It's not. It's more like the college overtime where you get the ball at the 25-yard line and try to go in from there with the short field. And then after the first round, we look at the score. Maybe it's still tied. Maybe one team gets a conversion. They start at like there's no time. I think they start at like the 20 or 25-yard line. Same as the college overtime, pretty much. So no clock. Most that can't have a snack. His ends up on the floor. The cameraman fumbled it. That's why Eric was not a running back in high school. Fumbled the gummy. So the captain's down on the field. Cobleskill-Richmondville has won the toss. Most teams, well, we'll see. There's a couple schools of thought on it. Sometimes a team likes to go defense first to see what they're going to need to win the game. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if they go defense first, if the team scores 7, they know that a touchdown and a 2 would win the ball game. You know, but it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take the ball. They won the toss. It looks like they're going to choose to be on offense, and that is the case because there's Caden Cernauskas coming out, the quarterback. So they will start it. I knew it was about the 20 or 25. It's the 20. So they'll start it at the 20-yard line, first down and 10. The first round of overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for Chase Henry, and he is stacked up quickly and thrown back. So a loss of yardage on the play. Well, now they're moving back up. They lost a yard. I was watching the marker. At one point, they had gone back where it looked like it was going to be 3 or 4 yards. So second down and 11. No clock here in overtime. Eli Barr out to the left side. Butcher's in the slot. Cernauskas for Barr on that slant. They've had a lot of success with that. He gets down close to the 10 and close to the first down. It's going to be, if it's not a first down, it's 3rd and short. So it's 3rd and about a yard at the 11-yard line. But that slant play from Cernauskas to Eli Barr has been very, very successful here for the Bulldogs. So it was a great call to go to that play right there because so far, Fonda-Fultonville has not stopped it. Cam Jackson goes out wide to the right side. Looks like Butcher is lined up as the quarterback again. He'll take the handoff. He's got the first down, and he's down to about the 5 before they shove him back. It's going to be first down and goal for the Bulldogs. So they have successfully used that direct snap, putting Isaiah Butcher in the quarterback spot. Looks like about the 6. So first down and goal, Bulldogs at the 6-yard line. And once again, Butcher is lined up in the quarterback spot. And they only have a receiver on the right side. Here's Butcher looking to go on the right side. Flag is down, coming in from the official right behind Fonda-Fultonville's line.
They throw a flag towards the team.
And it's going to be on Cobleskill-Richmondville. They haven't moved the ball. A chop block penalty is the call on Cobleskill-Richmondville. That's going to be a big one. That's going to move the football all the way back past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. So right on the 20. So first and goal now from the 20. Back to pass. They throw underneath. There's Butcher. Butcher's corralled immediately by Rose. So second down and goal. The ball now at about the 18-yard line. Again, no clock here in overtime. Each team gets a possession. If it's still tied, we move to a second round of overtime. Here's Eli Barr out to the left side. Butcher is in the slot. Looks like Chase Henry in the backfield with Caden Cernoskis. Butcher goes in motion. They throw to Barr. And did the knee go down? Looks like he caught it, and then the knee got hit, and the knee went down immediately. Or was it yes, the ball is on so incomplete. So it's going to be third down and goal from the 18. So we'll see what they draw up here. That slant has worked very, very well to Barr. Cam Jackson's on the right side. Hantho, the tight end, over on that side as well. Cernoskis to pass, throws toward the corner of the end zone. Diving effort from Butcher, but he can't haul it in. It's fourth and goal. So this is a huge play right here, because if you don't score, now you've got to make sure Fonda-Fultonville doesn't put points on the board, or that's the ball game. So this is a big play right here, fourth, and they're going to take the timeout right now. Don't forget, coming up after the game, we'll have our Kelly Farm and Garden player of the game, and tied 14 in overtime. That's certainly up for grabs at this point, undecided, because we don't know who's going to be the hero yet in this game. Kelly's Farm and Garden, of course, where customers are treated like part of their family tree. We thank them for coming on board with us this week as they sponsored our player of the game. They sponsored First and 10, and we had a great time down here on Tuesday recording First and 10. If you haven't had a chance to see it, go to Nivett Media's YouTube page. You can watch the replay of the game. You can watch First and 10 with Keith Harrington and anything else we've done in recent weeks. Cam Jackson's going to the right side. On the left side, it's going to be Eli Barr. Cernauskas out of the shotgun with Chase Henry beside him on his right. Comes down the line on the option for Henry. Henry wants to pass, throws, and it's intercepted by Fonda-Fultonville, which does not mean as much as normally. It's just a turnover on downs because that was 4th down. So in overtime, not going to run it back or anything. So now Fonda-Fultonville gets their shot from the 20-yard line as Cobleskill-Richmondville comes up empty. So I'm still thinking about what a big win by Granville Whitehall, beating Hoosick Falls Tamarack 22-20.
The good thing is with all these mergers, it's not like they have to beat Hoosick Falls, then they have to beat Tamarack. Now it's 2-1.
I'll be going home, getting sleep tonight, waiting for Coach Gibo's call tomorrow morning. Coach Gibo from Granville Whitehall has a tendency to call me at like 6 when he's out walking the dog after I just got home from Cobleskill-Richmondville on a Friday night. And here comes Fonda-Fultonville on 1st down.
So if
And they keep it on the ground. Or they pass, actually. Pass complete.
and once that happens,
So they get it down inside the 20 to the 18. They pick up 4. 2nd down and 6.
they have to do the second down.
So 2nd down and 6. Wasink is going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, getting outside. He's going to be knocked out of bounds before the 1st down marker. So fake to Pickering that time. So it's going to be 3rd down coming up. So 2 downs here for Fonda-Fultonville to get the 1st down or to score. If they do not, then we go to another round. Right now, 3rd down and about 3. Wasink out of the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He'll hand off to Pickering, and he was able to get through the pile and then break outside. He's got the 1st down. So it'll be 1st down and goal here now, I believe, or well, it depends on where they spot the ball. If it's inside the 10, looks like it's just inside the 10. About the 7. So leading that charge, and a host of other Bulldogs getting involved. So a big play there, led by Mike Hantho. So 2nd goal from the 11-yard line here. In overtime, tied at 14. They throw it out in the flat. It's out. And he's able to get down to about the 5. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5 here. So the Bulldogs have to stop them on 2 plays here, and we go to another round. If Fonda-Fultonville scores, they will win the football game, and they'll be in the position to be the top seed out of Class C West. And they'll keep it on the ground. Pickering. And we don't see any sign from the officials. Everybody from Fonda-Fultonville says he's in. The officials are conferencing. He didn't get in. So it's going to be 4th and goal. How much drama is this, folks? We're in overtime, 14-14, 2 undefeated teams. It's 4th and goal from inside the 1. You don't get much more drama than this. And now a timeout called. So it's 4th down and goal from inside the 1 in the 1st round of overtime. Cobleskill-Richmondville did not score. So any points here for Fonda-Fultonville give them the win. They thought they did win right there, but the officials said he was stopped short. So we'll see what the Bulldogs come up with defensively, and conversely, what does Fonda? Well, I'd be I'd be absolutely stunned if Colin Pickering. I stopped myself mid-sentence. Bulldogs thinking about what they're going to do. Fonda, well, we all know what Fonda's going to do. Caught myself midstream there, but maybe they use Pickering as a decoy. Yeah, maybe everybody jumps on him and somebody else runs the ball. We'll see.
When we talk,
Wassing brings him up to the line of scrimmage. They hand it off straight ahead. Touchdown, Fonda-Fultonville, and they're going to win it. And they win it in overtime by a score of 20-14. And that's a tall order to try to stop a team with a runner like Colin Pickering at about the half-yard line. And they will come away with the 20-14 win. And in overtime, it could not have been more exciting and more drama than that. So Fonda-Fultonville goes to 7-0. They are in the driver's seat now to be the number one seed out of Class C West. And of course, big development over in Class C East. Schuylerville and well in control of Class C East, but Granville Whitehall with a big win over Hoosick Falls Tamarack. So they're in position now to be the 2 seed in Class C East. So an exciting ball game it was. It goes to overtime. And Fonda-Fultonville comes away with the win by a score of 20-14. And I think I'd be remiss if I didn't say our Kelly Farm and Garden player of the game is Colin Pickering of Fonda-Fultonville. I mean, he was the class of the field tonight, and just very, very difficult to stop. So our Kelly Farm and Garden player of the game tonight, Colin Pickering from Fonda-Fultonville, and congratulations to him. And I'll see if I can't possibly get down the field and have a word with him, but they're already leaving the field, so not sure if that will be possible, but we'll go down and try to check it out. Once again, our final score here, Fonda-Fultonville in overtime defeats Cobleskill-Richmondville 20-14. The Valley Hawks go to 7-0. The Bulldogs go to 6-1. And tonight's game has been sponsored by Kelly Farm and Garden, and also by Telescope Casual Furniture, and also by Hoagland Property Management, Skeen Valley Agency, Indulge Pizza, Lake Champlain Coal, and Ravina in Hoosick Valley. Shop and save. For my producer and cameraman, Eric Picar, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long